That was awful. You know, thank God we played the Bucks week 3 because this team should probably be 1-3 right now. Tonight was an embarrassment, and props to the Bears. I mean that defense took advantage. I mean, good defenses take advantage of turnovers, and that's what they did tonight. And Jay Cutler picked us apart on our defense side. So let's talk about it. On the offensive side of the ball, Tony Romo has 5 interceptions. Now, first 2, of course, weren't his fault, or at least the first one. First one was a miscommunication with Des Bryant. Second one hit Ogletree in the hands, pops up in the air, and is picked off. Up until that point, Tony had played a pretty good game, and stats-wise, other than the picks, played a dang good game. We moved what frustrates me so much about this game particularly is that all night long, Dallas moved the football. Dallas was constantly on the move. And then something catastrophic or weird would happen, and the Bears would take advantage. But the third one, you know, Ogletree has the pops out of his hands picked off, and then our defense makes a play. Finally, our defense forces a turnover. We don't see that very often. And then 11 seconds later, I don't know if it was a fumble, they called it as an interception, I don't know, whatever it was, Tony Romo can't do that. Gets hit and goes right into the I think it was Lance Briggs probably, right into his chest, and he takes to the house for a touchdown, pretty much stealing the ball game at that point. And then the other 2 picks were desperation picks, forcing the ball down. You can't do that. But what I get from it, and I know I'm a Tony Romo supporter, and I don't know if this comes off, but I get the feeling that especially late in that game you saw it, that he felt like he had to do everything himself. And was just forcing the ball, and which those 2 bad picks. Des Bryant, you know, statistically, Des Bryant had a pretty dang good game. Fantasy owners had to love him tonight. You can't drop that many balls. They hit him, I don't know how many he dropped, 2, 3, 4 balls. It was bad. But that being said, you know, I can't take up for Tony Romo too much because that was awful. And not just the picks. He missed a couple of touchdown passes where he overthrew Miles and overthrew Dez. But I still feel like, especially on offense tonight, he could only do so much. And with the way the offensive line was blocking, the way many of the receivers weren't knowing where to go or catch the ball, he was trying to force it, and then he caused problems and put us in a deeper hole than we already were. And then on the defensive side of the ball, Jay Cutler and Brandon Marshall ate the Cowboys alive tonight. They didn't really get a lot of points. Offensively, the Bears probably didn't score a whole lot. But, you know, this was a very, you know, bending on Brank. Well, this defense sure bent quite a bit tonight. It's just awful. I don't know where. The good thing about this, and you shouldn't be able to find any good things about this game, and there's nothing good about this game, but the situation Dallas is in is that the NFL is full of mediocre teams right now. And the Cowboys right now are very mediocre to below mediocre right now. And that's the only hope we've got right now. Unless, because it's frustrating as a fan when you watch this team, especially on the offensive side of the ball, and you see the weapons. You see how the offense is supposed to move. And it works most of the time. You know, in Tony Romo's press conference, he even said that. And he said it right. You know, you can have 8 great plays, but if you have 1, it destroys everything. And that was the story of tonight. Tony Romo would have 10 great plays in a row, then screw it up the next one. Or someone would drop a pass, or someone would make a read. It was just, it's the small things that add up to huge deals, and that's why the Bears just blew us off the field. And they deserved to. They came ready to ball. You know, like I said, on offense, they were a well-oiled machine. Didn't make mistakes, scored touchdowns, and on defense, forced turnovers. You know, we moved the ball on them, but they made the plays. They made the plays. The Cowboys haven't been able to make plays since the Giants game. Ever since we beat New York, this team has looked horrible. And now we have a bye week. So this is going to be a long 2 weeks having to listen to this. But they deserve it. And then you get to go on the road against Baltimore. Well, that's fun. Yeah, that's a good team to go run into. We've never beaten Baltimore either, so that'll be great. So just an awful, awful night for Cowboys fans. Congratulations to the Chicago Bears. Congratulations to their fans. Boy, did they show up in Dallas tonight. Doggone. I mean, that new stadium, I've been there. It's awesome. It's a great venue. But, I mean, I think what it is, there's not a home field advantage for Dallas there. Part of that is because normal fans like myself and others, we can't afford tickets to go. And then away fans kind of save up money to take their trips down there. And Chicago just showed up, and so congrats to their fan support, congrats to the Bears, and shoot, I don't know what Dallas is going to have to do at this point, but you got 2 weeks to prepare, so hopefully that's not a kind of a Seahawks situation. We get 10 days and then show up flat in Seattle. So hopefully we'll show up better in Baltimore, because if we want to win that game or even compete, we're going to have to do that. Congrats, Chicago. Get together, Dallas. That was horrible.